In this video, I'm going to briefly touch up on a few points, talk about a few updates that have happened in the stock markets. Paytm. I'll just share it in one line. Like RBI knows what it's doing. They understand it way better than everyone. So I'll end it there. Ullu Digital. This is a new one for me. Like it's an OTT company. I didn't even know if it was legal in India. Like I'm just going to focus on the business side of it. The numbers look really good. Revenues have doubled in the last 1 year and they're maintaining good margins. Metal stocks. They've allocated a lot of funds for infrastructure. So all these metal stocks have benefited from it, and like the domestic demand is really good. Oil stocks, crude is naturally affected by news from OPEC. If there's any sort of geopolitical tension that we're seeing right now, like the Red Sea and everything, if there's any sort of data coming in for crude oil inventory, watch out for those kind of news and correlate those ideas with oil stocks, because there will be some sort of connection that you can find, and there are hardly 2 or 3 companies listed in the oil basket for PSU companies. So you don't have to worry too much about finding the right stock. Just look at when is the right time to enter, and this is how you think. Rural demand. And I think India's consumption story is unmatched globally. It has been going through a bad phase recently. I think one of the major reasons is that like rural demand is very low. Any government, like if they want to revive rural demand, they go back to basics, and going back to basics in rural demand is like creating more jobs. I think that will be a key focus in the upcoming reforms that we see. That's going to help a lot of these FMCG companies, because the growth of FMCG companies is directly related to the growth in rural demand. Insurance, still very much underrated when it comes to investments. The numbers are really good for all these insurance companies. So I think this would be a good play for long term. Solar, after 26 Jan, like all these solar companies went up. The numbers don't reflect the actual valuation that we are seeing right now. Once it corrects, that'll be a good time to enter. HDFC Bank, it is still one of the best private companies, and like the market has hammered it. Still think that it is really cheap at these valuations, and I think it'll catch up soon in the next few years.